All right, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and great glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahak, Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and salutations to the elect pushing this truth to the four corners of the earth in truth and in sincerity. All right, it's your brother Yaquab coming at you with a quick lesson. This is going to be a very short lesson in a righteous rant. And I want to talk about, are you giving the sacrifice of Cain? Okay? What is the sacrifice of Cain? And make sure, brothers, that you're not giving the sacrifice of Cain. So what is that? In a nutshell, that's basically you're not doing what's actually required of you. You're finding some other way to do the truth. For example, I caught wind of somebody who didn't want to make videos. They don't want to hit the highways and byways, but they know that this truth is the right thing to do. So they know if they was to, say F this, they know they'd be doing something that's wrong. So what did they do? They did a cop out by saying, I'm going to preach the truth through music. Why? Because he really just want to be a rapper. So instead of forsaking your life, your own life, and the things that you have pleasures in, and doing what the Lord wants you to do and obligates you to do, and put your life on the back burner, you put the Lord on the back burner and put your pleasures first, and then use it as a cop-out. All right? I'm going to do the truth, but I'm going to do it through my actual pleasure. You see? That's the sacrifice of Cain. Or another brother. He feels as though, well, he don't want to hit the highways and byways. The only thing he want to do is be a family man and work and do videos from time to time. Salaki, hold on. Salaki, I saw police out there. Just had to make sure, shit was all right. But yeah, I had this one brother, he just want to be a family man and do videos from time to time. That's a sacrifice of Cain as well. All right? Why? Because that's not required of you. You're told to feed the sheep. Hit them highways and byways, man. Examine yourself. Clean yourself up. All right? He told Peter thrice to feed his sheep. That's required of you. But instead, you want to find another way to do the truth, supposedly. But it's really a colloquial way to actually get off your pleasures. All right? And using the truth as a scapegoat, man. That's a sacrifice of Cain. Now, if we know the story of Cain and Abel, it came to pass that they were to give their sacrifices, all right, to the Lord. Now, Abel, he did what he was actually supposed to do. He gave that live sacrifice, all right, which the Lord required live sacrifices, all right, burnt offerings, you know it, sin offerings, slakia, believed also guilt offerings. But Cain, he knew what he was supposed to do as well, but he gave fruits and vegetables and shit. All right? He didn't do what he was supposed to do, what was actually required of him. So in turn, the Lord honored Abel's sacrifice and didn't honor Cain's. So we know the story. He ended up start hating on Cain and shit. Cain started hating on Abel and ended up slaying him. But the point is what? You have one doing what's required of him and the other not. All right? And this is likened unto us, man. So you brothers that's really in this thing, putting your best foot forward, not being idle, on the highways and byways, making your videos, examining yourself, feeding the sheep. You're giving the sacrifice of Abel. Those that's having a cop-out, having an excuse on why they not doing this truth, or they want to do the truth, but through their pleasures or through their own way, not the way that the Lord told them to do it, but through their own way. That is a sacrifice of Cain, man. And the Lord is not going to honor your sacrifice. And it reminds me of this right here, the picture I generated. Because when people really, say that they put their pleasures before the Lord, it's because that's what they really want to do. They want to do something in this world. They have a pleasure that they put above the Lord. I believe it says that in, 1 Timothy 3. Salakia if I got that wrong. But it talks about lovers of their pleasures more than lovers of the Most High. You see? But you have some that are in this thing that's teetering the fence. That's lukewarm. They know that this is the right thing to do, but they want to get off their creature comfort, their pleasures, man. All right? So they're really turning their back on the Lord. It reminds me also of that Mike Epps thing. He said, what? Hey, I want to really turn to the Lord, but I got to get this money first. He want to do what he knows he's supposed to turn to the Lord, but he wants to do what he feels as though something's more important than the Lord. And that's money. It could be women, cars, a career, rap career, anything. And as you can see, this picture, he's turning his back on the Lord. He's focused on the money, the fame, the power, living it up, the women, the cars. You know, he wants his name on billboards. Seeing the money, the jewelry. You know, you got the PlayStation there, the vehicles, man. This is the life, the big city. All right? That's what it reminds me of when people give a cop out, man. Oh, I'm gonna push this. You want something else. You want to do something else and not this truth. You just want to reap the benefits at the end. All right? So don't give a sacrifice to Cain, man. Don't be this guy right here turning his back on the Lord for all that bullshit. All right? Which a couple of nukes gonna come and destroy all that anyway. And we're close to that time. All right? So once again, just to reiterate everything, give the sacrifice of Abel, which is doing what you're supposed to do in this thing, what's obligated of you. And don't give the sacrifice of Cain. All right? Which is basically doing the opposite. Saying that you're going to do music, push the truth through music or art or whatever. Just trying to find a way to actually get your pleasures off while using the truth as a cover-up. All right? So with that, hope it was edifying. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.